And that is a Bill 31. Now, Bill 31 is the Emergency and Disasters Management Act. We did have an Emergency Act before, but we needed some additions because we had a few things which we had to attend to in the last while. Now, of course, this is under the guise of more forest fires, so we need to prepare for that. But there's some other aspects of this bill which uses the word may at least 250 times that opens the door for the ministry and also for local government to declare an emergency. And with that emergency comes amazing powers and also penalties for people that do not obey. Now, this is quite interesting. The minister can declare by order that they can make use or control anybody's personal property. They can use or control anybody's land. They can enter your property without warrant. They can search it and so on. They can also prohibit entry. In other words, they can stop you from going back into your property or your land. And they can authorize or require alteration, removal, or demolition of any trees, crops, structures, or landscapes. In other words, they can do what they want with your property under this new act. Now, what this does compared to the previous act, it actually brings up offenses. And what's an offense? So it would be anyone that obstructs the exercise of the power and the performance of the duty. So that means that there are now going to be penalties. And these penalties are quite severe. In fact, someone who interferes with this, someone carrying out their duties, could be liable to imprisonment for up to 1 year and a fine of up to $100,000. And that would be an individual. Now, if you are a company, it gets worse because you could be fined up to $1 million. And if you happen to work for that company, and that would say an officer, director, employee, or agent of the corporation who directed, authorized, permitted, participated, or acquiesced in the offense is liable up to being imprisoned up to 1 year and can be fined up to $300,000. That's just being an employee of the company that did something wrong. So what does Bill 31 really mean? It means that an arbitrary decision by a politician in the form of declaring an emergency will allow the government to take what it wants from you and your family, and if you resist in any way, you will be punished. We cannot go another 4 years. This province will not survive another 4 years going down the road that we're currently going down.